The Galactic Council had rules for everything. After 3,000 years of dealing with 47 different species, they'd learned that making first contact had to be done carefully. Ambassador Krell adjusted his formal robes, reviewing the mission details one last time. An unidentified ship had appeared near Sector 7, had his assistant reported. Scans show old-style tech, fusion engines, basic shields, and even chemical boosters as backup. Krell nodded. Looked like another young race taking its first steps into deep space. It always followed the same script. A new species stumbles out into the stars, excited and unprepared. The Council guides them, shares advanced tech, and helps them settle into the galactic order. Their main ship, Eternal Harmony, floated like a shining symbol of peace. Its crystal halls held art from dozens of worlds, and its meditation gardens could be seen through the transparent outer shell. Everything about it showed calm, wisdom, and culture. Send the standard greeting, Krell ordered. Have the welcome teams ready with gifts. As the human ship came into view, Krell raised an eyebrow. The design was sharp, aggressive. No paint, no symbols, just dark armor and exposed weapon ports. Sealed, but clearly there. Rough, but it works, the aide mumbled. A typical warlike look. Eternal Harmony sent out the universal welcome message, peaceful symbols, star charts, and math codes on every frequency. The reply came fast. This is Captain Miller of the UE Defiant. We're explorers from Earth. We come in peace. Krell smiled. Their language had already been translated. Simple, direct. He activated the hologram to appear on their screen. Greetings, Captain Miller. I'm Ambassador Krell of the Galactic Council. Welcome to our part of space. Your people seem ready to join our peaceful alliance. Then Miller's face showed up older than expected, lined with scars, and eyes that had clearly seen war. Peaceful alliance, he repeated. Glad to hear that. We've been wondering if we'd meet friends, or something worse. Krell answered proudly. The Council has kept peace for thousands of years. We settled differences through talks and cultural sharing. We've moved past violence. Miller nodded slowly. Sounds good. But what happens when someone doesn't agree with that? Time and education, Krell replied. Eventually, all intelligent beings see that peace is the better path. Miller looked thoughtful. And what if someone attacks you directly? Before Krell could answer, his aide leaned in, voice tense. Long-range scanners. 3 ships incoming fast. The screen lit up with the image of raider vessels, marked with skulls and battle scars. These were pirates, known troublemakers who refused to join the Council and always vanished before the military could catch them. Krell took a breath. Captain Miller, he said carefully, we may have a problem. Pirates are closing in. Please stay back while we attempt peaceful contact. But the pirate leader's face appeared before the message could finish. Half his face was metal, the other covered in old wounds. Council ship, he growled, prepare to be boarded. We're taking everything you've got. Passengers will be handled under raider law, the pirate declared coldly. Ambassador Krell stepped forward, calm but firm. I am Ambassador Krell. Surely there's room for understanding. Tell us what you want, we can offer trade, perhaps even future agreements. The raider let out a cruel laugh. We want your surrender, Ambassador. Resist, and we'll destroy your ship. Please reconsider, Krell urged. Violence benefits no one. Let's talk. No terms, the raider snapped. Submit or die. A sudden jolt rocked Eternal Harmony as enemy weapons struck its shields. Red lights flashed. Sirens wailed across the once serene halls. The crew scholars, diplomats, artists were in panic. None of them were trained for battle. Desperate, Krell opened a channel. Captain Miller, we are under attack. Please retreat and alert Council forces. You must escape, but Miller's voice returned calm and steady. Negative, Ambassador. We don't leave allies behind. But your ship isn't built for this. You don't understand, Krell said, panicked. The raiders have advanced weaponry. You'll be destroyed. Watch closely, Miller replied, without warning. The UE Defiant surged forward, its engines glowing white-hot. But instead of fleeing, it charged straight into the fight. What happened next left everyone on the Eternal Harmony in stunned silence. The human ship opened fire, not with plasma beams or particle lances like the Council used, but something entirely different. Long streams of hyper-fast metal ripped through raider shields like they weren't even there. Hidden missile pods launched a swarm of guided explosives that painted the darkness with fire. Energy blasts followed, precise and deadly. But it wasn't just the weapons that stunned Krell. It was the way Defiant moved, darting, twisting, flipping through space like a living thing. It broke every known rule of space combat. Yet each maneuver lined up a perfect shot. The raiders couldn't keep up. Within minutes, 2 enemy ships were floating wrecks. The third tried to flee but didn't make it. Human missiles caught it before it could jump. Raiders neutralized, Miller reported coolly. Scanning for survivors, Krell stared, speechless. The human vessels, so crude by Council standards, had just done what entire fleets struggled to manage. And now, instead of celebrating, Miller's crew launched rescue pods to save the enemy. Krell whispered. Miller appeared on screen again, his face grim. Ambassador, my people spent centuries learning the hard way. Peace matters, but peace must be protected. Predators don't listen to words, they understand force. Krell's aide cut in, confused. But your technology is so basic. Basic doesn't mean weak, Miller replied. We design for war because we've seen what happens without that strength. We pray for peace, but we prepare for trouble. As the rescue teams continued their work, Krell sat in silence. His world, his beliefs had been shaken. Maybe true civilization wasn't just art and philosophy. Maybe it was also the courage to protect those values when they were threatened. Captain Miller, Krell said quietly, perhaps we have much to learn from one another. Miller finally smiled. For the first time, his scarred face softened. That's what exploration is about, Ambassador, learning from those we meet. The Council would never be the same. Humanity had arrived, and with them, a reminder, peace is precious, but sometimes it takes strength to keep it.